Aesthetic medicine is evolving faster than ever, and today's technology is making treatments more personalized, more precise, and more natural looking than ever before. Dr. Sonia, board-certified dermatologist, CEO, and co-founder of Elite MD, explains how AI is changing the patient experience, the latest innovations in aesthetic medicine, and what people should know before choosing the right treatment for their goals. Take a look. I'm really excited to talk about this. It is so cool to imagine that AI is taking cosmetic care to the next level, but I imagine for some people hearing AI in the doctor's office, it might sound a little intimidating. What does this actually mean for patients?
Well, Jessica, it's a great question. And absolutely, we've gone through lots of different eras in our stages, from the typewriter to computers to iPhones, and now this AI revolution, which is here to stay. So it's important to know AI isn't replacing the physician. It's simply making us better. It's making the patient experience better. Even before patients actually walk through my door, my AI systems are running full charge, helping to educate patients, helping to answer frequently asked questions, providing treatment options. So the patient experience and the workflow are much more streamlined. They're more efficient. More time is spent with the patient face to face and less time behind the scenes. And I think patients really appreciate that. So AI is enhancing expertise. It's never going to replace experience, judgment, or trust.
Yes, and something that you guys really take a lot of time to do is a personalized consultation with your clients. Why is that personal consultation so important before jumping into a treatment?
Well, personalization is really the heart of where it's at in today's environment. It's not about, we have skincare, lasers, injectables, and surgery. That needs to be customized. We're not following the latest trend. We're not trying to do a quick fix. We're not trying to do the TikTok trend that's out there or that celebrity look. We're really offering something for everyone that is personalized to you. So we offer everything from laser hair removal to hair transplant, from facials to facelifts, from lasers to liposuction, with board-certified dermatologists that work together with board-certified plastic surgeons. We're able to recommend the right treatment, not just a treatment.
I want to talk to you about one of the buzzier treatments that are out right now, the CO2 laser. I'm hearing about this everywhere. What makes it such a game changer?
I love that laser. It is the gold standard. It is one of few lasers that really does the job. I always tell my patients, beautiful skin starts before the procedure. So it's important. I usually see the reverse. People get their procedures done and then they're, upset or they're frustrated because they didn't get the results that they're after. So the CO2 laser resurfacing or the laser peel is a great treatment because it helps with brown spots, lines, wrinkles, texture, scarring, pores. And what I love is it also helps prevent precancers and skin cancers. So my philosophy is before you even get this treatment done, which is the gold standard for all of those things in one session, I talk about the 3 Ps to pretty skin. I want to first prime. P is for priming your skin and prepping it with medical grade skincare. The second P is for peeling your skin, exfoliating the top dead skin layers off. And then finally, the third P, the procedure. Now I can do the laser treatment and your results are going to be so much better because we can go deeper into the skin. We're getting better results, better wound healing, and more importantly, better collagen stimulation. So it's all about really getting through all those layers of the skin while give you natural results. And I want to give natural results for every age, every skin tone. I don't want it to look unnatural. I don't like the, fuller duck lips. I don't like the overdone work that's out there.
Yes, it feels like that's one of the biggest trends that we're actually seeing right now is going toward this natural look, being refreshed instead of overdone. What would you say is the secret to helping someone look like the best version of themselves without looking different?
I think it also starts with holistic treatment, right? So mind-body connection is definitely a part of what we do in connecting with every patient. We talk about things like nutrition and exercise and stress and sleep. We're taking out more of the, silicone breast implants than we're putting in. We have more holistic treatment options, such as using your own fat for body contouring, and patients really appreciate that. But it starts before you even walk into our office with some of the basics.
Yeah, so when people are seeking a provider, what are the questions that they should be asking to make sure that they're choosing the right one?
Absolutely. I talk about making sure you're going to see a board certified dermatologist or a board certified plastic surgeon who is always putting safety first, which means they're not afraid to say no. Like I said, we say more no's than yes sometimes because not everyone's a good candidate for every treatment out there. Ask what laser do they, you don't have to ask what laser they have. Ask who's performing the laser is more important. Technology matters, but the experience of the provider matters a lot more. And don't compare price. The most expensive cosmetic treatment that I've seen is the cheap one. So buyer beware.
Such good information there from Dr. Sonia. If you want to learn more about Elite ND and their treatment options, you can visit their website. That is elitemdspa.com.